inappropriate. It should stay closed. And why are you promoting it in schools?
Right now, education is not education anymore. It's indoctrination. We must stop that.
They're taking away our parental rights. They're asking the kids in school, young kids, to decide on the gender.
You know, this event is an innocent event for families from coast to coast, for fathers and mothers, and we're just trying to protect Canada's kids.
I think we've seen quite an incredible march here today. Even I didn't expect it to be that big, because we had the march spread out through small towns all across the country and cities and everywhere.
Go home, transphobes! Go home, transphobes! I am trans and I am a parent!
These people are dangerous.
Robert Kraychik here for Rebel News in Ottawa, Ontario, the nation's capital, at the 1 million March for Children. It was a massive demonstration. Looks like thousands of people to me. People came out here to oppose what they described as sexual indoctrination of children being thrust upon them within public schools. The message that I heard over and over again was that people are not here to hate anyone, to denigrate anyone, to suppress or segregate or dehumanize anyone. It's a peaceful protest simply to defend the innocence and sanctity of children against what I call the LGBTQ enterprise. If you value and appreciate our on-the-ground work, reporting that you won't get anywhere else, please understand that we can't do this for free, and stay up to date with our coverage at stopclassroomgrooming.com, and please contribute what you can. So we were here on the ground from the beginning of this demonstration. We got to speak with all flavors of Canadians, many of them, all sorts of backgrounds, professional, geographical, religious, ethnic, racial, professional backgrounds, and we're going to share some of those amazing talks with you right now. We also got to speak with some interesting figures of public interest, such as Maxime Bernier. We also spoke with Camille, one of the organizers, and others. So stay tuned and enjoy the video.
Today, like a lot of these people, because of a breakdown in the political system. Doug Ford was elected 2 terms ago to scrap the liberal sex ed agenda, despite, so many people just wanting to be focusing on math and science and literacy, and it didn't happen. So there's really no solution right now, I think, for a lot of these people.
What's important is that kids get the education that they need, not that somebody else wants them to have. I've got 10 grandsons who, the younger ones, don't need to know this. They need to know how to survive in life with education, not indoctrination.
I just don't think that children like me should have their decisions made by a corrupt school system or a corrupt government. I think that my parents know best for me. I don't think that the government knows what's best for me.
Well, the issues are my children being in schools where they promote sexualization. This is something that is very inappropriate. It should stay closed. And why are you promoting it in schools? And they say, they're the minority and they're being discriminated against. I'm a minority too. Where's my flag?
It's about our kids. As you know, we want to be sure that kids would be protected, because right now education is not education anymore. It's indoctrination. We must stop that.
Well, I got a 16-year-old in public education. She's coming home with horror stories about teachers encouraging students before class to get up and either identify or, come out, as you will. And no, I don't agree. We need to keep that out of schools. We need to keep it academic. Chemistry, math, science, physical education.
Well, we don't agree with gender ideology being taught in schools. Teachers are there to be teaching math, science, history. Leave the kids out of this gender ideology.
this event is an innocent event for families from coast to coast, for fathers and mothers, and we're just trying to protect Canada's kids, at least up until the age 18. We're not looking to oppress, or this is a peaceful protest. But what's happened right now, I saw Jagmeet Singh in the opposition with the counter protesters going like this to me. And that was incredibly disheartening.
For me, it has to do with the parents and the parents' rights. We see a lot of counter protests here, and my heart goes out to them in their confusion about what this is about. And that is maintained, the narrative is maintained by a small group of people that don't understand what we're trying to do. We absolutely respect all communities, all faiths, all walks of life in this country, this beautiful country. What we are here to do is to voice our concerns as parents, to protect the children and the indoctrination of children of things that are not appropriate.
I think we've seen quite an incredible march here today. Even I didn't expect it to be that big, because we had the march spread out through small towns all across the country and cities and everywhere. So I wouldn't expect it to be actually this big in Ottawa. So I'm happy to see that, and I think it was interesting to see that face-off that happened at the start when the crowds were growing there, and we had Jagmeet Singh on the one side, and he was looking at me, making eye contact and like mouthing words at me and stuff.
Well, I'm here because the education system and the government is trying to push this sexual indoctrination to our children. How can you teach sexual education about adult themes for sexuality to grade 1s to grade 8?
This has to stop, and we're concerned grandparents, parents. I mean, our children are there to learn in school, not to be indoctrinated with something that's not theirs.
They're taking away our parental rights. They're asking the kids in school, young kids, to decide on the gender. I don't think that's right. The kids can't make up their minds at that age. And this is just grooming in my eyes.
How can we be silent? It says in the Bible, who shall arise against the evildoers in the land? So this agenda is absolutely anti-biblical.
I just want to say that we're not spreading hate. We only spread love, but everyone's free to do what they want. People that don't procreate have absolutely no right to tell us how to raise our children. They do them and we do us. That's it. You do you, boo, and we do us. We want freedom, that's it.
Well, I feel like now it's time to talk because things are going crazier. People have been silent for a long time and then not taking a stand from whatever is happening all around the world, especially in Canada, regarding that LGBTQ and stuff like that. But now they're getting so far that they want to indoctrinate our kids in the school. This is not acceptable.
So I think I'm here today to tell that the education level in schools is very bad. And they have to focus on math, English, and French. As a mom, I'm paying a lot of money for private lessons and private classes for my kids. And instead of sending my kids to learn if they are a boy or a girl, or about the sexual identity or the orientation about this, I think they have supposed to focus more on math, English, French.
It's important to understand that the most important thing in a country is their next generation. Education system is paid by our taxes, and we need to be aware what is happening right now in public school. It's anti-science.
Go home, transphobes!
The menacing by these people, the proponents of puberty blocking. Little boys are not little boys, little girls are not little girls. These people are dangerous.
Do you want to share some remarks with us as to why you're here today? Tell us what's on your mind, I'm asking this guy. Read the sign.
Trans rights are human rights!
Do you want to tell us why you're here today?
Trans rights are human rights!
Any comment as to...
Trans rights are human rights! Trans rights are human rights!
Anything else? You get this?
Trans rights are human rights!
Do you want to share some remarks with us?
Trans rights are human rights!
I guess not. Nobody wants to talk to me for some reason. What's this going on?
We don't need to be here. We don't want to be
What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing? You harassing someone?
No.
Get the out. Is this your friend?
No, you don't want to. People don't want their pictures taken. I don't know.
Get the out of here. Oh, you little. Get the
You don't need to
out of here.
You don't need to
out of here.
Free my boy! Free my boy! Free the gang! Free the gang!
One out! Ready, one out! That's one forward.
What do you do?
I grew up perfectly fine without any of this, none of it. And it was left up to me the same way it should be left up to them.
It almost feels like it's parents against the establishment. So I think that's why a lot of people are here today. It's really not about homosexuality or transgenders or anything like that.
I think kids should go to school to learn. I don't think that this stuff should be shoved down our throats. I think we should be learning math and English and things that should be taught at school and not this corrupt sex education stuff.
Where is Pierre Poilievre? If Pierre Poilievre believes he can ignore this, everyone who's here today, they're not here because of the CBC. They're not here because of the print medium. They're here because of their beliefs and their defense of human rights, human dignity. But right now, you can hear it. We're here to defend innocent children.
Pierre Poilievre obviously is still hiding, but I think we'll eventually get the politicians out. They're going to have to pick a side. They're standing there right now with their finger in the wind, wondering whether they should join us or not. It's been long enough. I really started being vocal about this about 10 months ago, right, when I got kicked out of school, and I'm still not allowed back. The fight is still on, but we're certainly seeing a change in the culture war here, and we're winning.
I'm looking for Pierre Poilievre today, and he's not here, but he told the Canadians that he will fight for parental rights, and the best thing to do is to start right now here in Ottawa. And I'm the only national politician that is ready to do that fight, the common sense fight.
You know, I get it. We need to be tolerant. We need to be loving to our children, but we cannot be forcing and indoctrinating them in our education system. That's where it needs to stop. These conversations can happen over a dinner table, at home with family, close people that you love. Sure, certainly, we're not going to stop that. But in our schools, that's where it needs to stop.
I'm not a parent, but I'm here for parental rights. To me, that's what the issue is. I don't think that the government, through the form of school boards, should be indoctrinating children behind a parent's back. It's a parental rights issue for me.
If you look around, Robert, Canada is united coast to coast. We got Jews, we got Christians, we got Buddhists, we got Middle Easterns, we got whites. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to preserve Canada's kids for Canada's parents. And we're trying to uphold one flag, and that's the Canadian flag.
We have brought them into this world. They are our children. We instill our values within them. And the government needs to respect our rights as parents about what our children are exposed to.
I'm not against gay people. I have gay friends. But this is about pushing this agenda to little kids. That is not okay.
I am here because of the kids. They don't deserve to be sex change, any of that bullshit, man. Really, it's amazing the things that they are doing against our kids, and I'm against it.
It's about our grandchildren and not about various small interest groups. It's about the kids. It's called ABC, not LGBTQ.
Well, I've read about all the books that are in the school curriculum that should not be targeted for grade 5 and 6 children, very hypersexualized books, and it's not right what they're doing to children.
It's against humanity and the children that brings confusion. Therefore, how can we be silent?
They're trying to get every single piece of thing they can divide people so they can conquer. This is exactly what's happening right now.
Different from what other people are pushing on you. I think it's really important to show that people actually do care about it.
The kids need to be kids. Please keep those things out of our school because let the kids be kids. That's all we're asking.
Leave the kids alone!
That's the stuff, man.
Leave the kids alone!
Dear Rebel News audience, if you value and appreciate our work, and you also see problems with sexual indoctrination of children and corrupt curriculum, please contribute to our operational costs at stopclassroomgrooming.com.